Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video. A few weeks ago I did a video inspired by Chernobyl where I tried to create dark and mysterious atmospheric sounds using the MakeNoise Shared system. So this week I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. I'm using the same synth, the same system, but I'm going to try to do something more bright, more uplifting, kind of more of a post-rock feel, I think, is what I'm going to go for. So I'm going to jump into it, do a bit of an exploration and see where we end up. And if you want to stick around afterwards, I'll do a bit of a breakdown of the modules that I used and how I put everything together to make the sounds that I did. So let's give it a try. Okay, here we are. So this patch basically consisted of a chordal type pad and an arpeggio or arpeggiated pattern that kind of morphed as the piece went on. So it starts out with the pad, which is created primarily from the tel harmonic, and I got this one about a month ago, and I gotta tell you, like, this is it's becoming one of my most favorite modules at this point. It's just, I mean, it plays chords, and it's it just really, you can really use it to add so much color, and it's so versatile with the different theory options you have, and the different chordal structures, and then the timbre that you can do with the centroid is just the sky's the limit on what you can do with this. I'm really interested in digging into this a little bit more as time comes. But for this one, I, as usual, like, had this link to the pressure points, and I was mostly modulating the degree parameter along with a gate that was coming from the maths, so that this is all clocked from the tempi. So let me just take off so we can hear it. So you can hear just going through the different chords, as it's just a really slow clock division I have on the tempi. And then you could just slide through this centroid and bring up all these different harmonic peaks. You hear I'm doing it as we go through. So if I can take off the reverb for now. You can really hear all those peaks. And I'm using the second and third outputs, which are the harmonic out and the P out. I forget what the P out is. I think it's I'll put it up on the screen, but I forget what it is for now. But these are kind of, with the centroid, they kind of work, they bring up the harmonic peaks kind of in different sections. So they're kind of made to use as, these two outputs are made to use together. And so you can get, as you move it up, you get more harmonic peaks from like the harmonic one. As you move it down, you get different peaks from the third output. And it really gives you a lot of color as you slide this in and out. And bring the reverb back up. You can really hear it. And then for the arpeggiated section, I used the DPO, the final wave shaper output, and just had it running a sequence from the René. Let's bring that in so you can hear it. Going through the Echophone for the delay. And I had 4 different sequences programmed in here through the René. And then I had it, I think I set a very, very slow pulse out of or clock division out of the tempi going into the Y clock, which is going to shift this this sequence up a section on this sequencer. So it's playing the sequence from left to right, but every time it gets a pulse from the Y clock, it's going to shift up one, which is going to give you a different sequence. Yeah, and so you can hear that changing. And it's not changing the same time as the pad, so it's totally offset and giving it a different flavor. And I've got this the quantized pitch output set to basically a major pentatonic. So Most notes will work with the chordal structure that's coming out of the tail harmonic. And then this is then going into the Q pass through the smile output. And then I just, as it goes along, I'm really kind of sweeping through this, just giving it a lot of different textures, especially if you bring up the Q quite high. You get all these little like interesting textures, and all throughout the exploration I kind of move through the different wave shapes. And also through the different frequencies on the filter. Also experimenting a bit with the length on the envelope through the mask. Gives you lots and lots of options as to what you can do with this. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I talked about, but it also from the first oscillator on the DPO I have going into the tail harmonic, well, it's going into the mod to mix as just playing a root that's also as the note is being changed, or the root's being changed with as the pressure points advances. And then I have this changing the root on the first oscillator to go along with the pad on the tail harmonic. That's about it. It just makes these really beautiful, dreamy sounds. All right, well, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Please take time to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I try to do weekly videos, and so keep looking back at this channel if you like to see more of this type of synth video. And thank you guys so much. Take care.